Hey, what's up everybody? It's Dan Greer with Eclipse DOT, and today we're still in Cary, Ohio, and we're doing some training out here. Absolutely awesome. Having some fun with the guys from Vaughn Industries. Huge shout out to Vaughn Industries. Anyways, having some fun out here, and I was just like, we haven't chatted a little bit about DOT compliance in a little bit, so I thought, man, let's dive a little bit deeper into like what needs to be in a driver qualification file. I know we're out doing some other stuff, and Dan's like over here thinking about driver qualification files. That's what my brain does. It's kind of crazy. I'm gonna grab some water. It's hotter than Hades out here. I thought Colorado was hot. Y'all, it's humid in Ohio. Anyways, my point is, let's talk a little bit about what has to be in a driver qualification file. So what has to be in that driver qualification file? First off, you gotta have a driver application. Now the driver application has to meet DOT, FMCSA, regulations, all that good stuff, okay? Now, what does that mean? It means that you gotta have a whole bunch of stuff in it. But guess what? I'm gonna tell you all about that in a different video because there's so much stuff that you cannot just put it all into one video. There's too much crap in there. Okay, the DQ file also has to have an MVR in it, a motor vehicle report, driving history, stuff like that. Now that MVR has to be pulled within 30 days of that person coming to work for you. Really, you wanna pull it before they start driving for you, okay? The other thing you gotta have in the DQ file is gonna be, let's see, MVR, copy of their driver's license, their CDL, if they got a CDL. You gotta have a copy of their med card from originally when you hired them, not their original med card from when they like start working, when they first got one. Like that's crazy, nobody's gonna have that. You gotta have the driver's license for the last 3 years. You gotta have the med card for the last 3 years. You gotta pull an MVR every single year and have that for the last 3 years as well. Now, if they just started working for you, you're only gonna have one, right? Now, if they've been working for 10 years, you're gonna have like 10 of those bad boys, okay? Now, you've also gotta have, let's see, so we got driver's license, we got med card, we got driver's app, we've got MVR. If they had to have a road test with you, if they're operating tankers or double triples or stuff like that, you gotta have that road test in there, or if they don't have a CDL. I recommend putting driver training in there if you do like ELDT or something like that with them. If they don't have a CDL, had their CDL for less than a year, you have to do entry-level driver training with your drivers in order to have them qualified to drive for you. So that's part of the rules as well. You got to have that in there. What else? There's a certificate of violations that you got to have after they've been with you for a year, less than a year. You got to fill it out before they've been with you for 12 calendar months. An annual review, which goes with that as well, which means that you've got to review their driving record and that they're still qualified to drive for you every 12 months, blah, 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 all that good stuff. And you got to fill those out every single year. So that one's going to happen within the first year of employment. Same with like the certificate of violations, and then also the, and brain fart here. What the heck was I talking about just a second ago? Certificate of violations. That has to happen in the first 12 months. So it's the annual review. Boom. The other thing I like to put in my driver file is the original statement of hours for when they start working for you, that kind of stuff. You don't keep it in there forever, but it does go there for a little while. The last thing that I usually put in there is like, trying to think. Sometimes we'll put in like hazmat information, stuff like that. If they've done anything like that, we like to keep like hazardous awareness, that kind of training, anything that they've done for that in there. Any kind of drug awareness as well is really good to go in there. Any training, I like to have a training file just for my drivers. Really, guys, that's it. We're gonna be diving deeper in like the driver's packet and some of the other stuff here in just a little bit, but we'll chat with you guys later. Bye.